So I wanted to take a moment to sit down and get out my precise thoughts about Paper Mario Sticker Star, which is a game that people either utterly despise and think needs to be erased from history, or find inoffensive and enjoyable. I'm part of the inoffensive and enjoyable crowd, for reference. I got bought this game not long after it came out, played it through to the final boss over a few months, and I had a great time with it. And then when I looked at the feedback for it later on, I slowly discovered that everyone hated this game, and I started to try and think about why. And like, was it because the plot wasn't as dark as stuff in Thousand Year Door and Super? And I was just like, what were they gonna do? Try and top Super? You can't do that. You just can't. And also, like, dark plots haven't always been a Paper Mario thing. I'm fine with them going back to, what? Whoa, Bowser's at it again. But I guess some people weren't. A valid criticism I've heard is Bowser's in the game, but he doesn't have any dialogue, which is a tragedy. Bowser always has great dialogue whenever he gets a chance to speak. In side games, in the main series, he's just brrr, evil. But anyway. And some people hated the whole deal with stickers and the lack of partners. I was fine with that. I liked Kirsty as a character. I liked how she was like, oh fuck, I need this guy's help. Ah shit. Alright, you better not suck. And I also liked how stickers made the entire thing basically resource management. Like, oh, should I save my flashy hammer sticker for later? Though I do have like a mega flash jump, which I could use for something bigger coming up. A valid complaint I've heard about the battles is that there's no reason to do them. You don't level up or anything. Like, the only thing you can get from them is stickers, and you use stickers to go into them. Like, I enjoy them because they're fun and strategic and whatever, but that's a valid complaint. It would be nice if that would, like, up your health, if you could get level ups to up your health, or, like, raw damage output, or whatever, but anyway. So, like, and the only other valid complaint I know of is just, I don't like the world map system, which is fair. It does kind of make the world feel less interconnected, but I kind of enjoyed how you went into an area. It's like, alright, I've got one objective for this area, which meant they could build an area around that objective. Which, like, I found interesting, like the Yoshi Sphinx and the desert. That was a really cool area to explore, how you could see it in the background. Speaking of background and stuff, I love the aesthetic of Sticker Star that it, like, established. Because the whole fact that the thing is made out of paper wasn't really used that much. Like occasionally there were a couple of visual gags, like in Paper Mario, the original, where in the Koopa Bros Fortress they take the floor out from under you and Mario slowly floats down. And how in Thousand Year Door there were a bunch of like the fancy abilities you got where Mario would fold himself up. But the whole like the world is made of paper wasn't really used as something dynamic. It was just an aesthetic choice. But Sticker Star took that concept and ran with it. The series finally like has humor on par with the Mario and Luigi series, which is great. And just the whole aesthetic of how everything's made of paper or cardboard, and they made sure it was all good. To promote the game, they made like full like small scale paper mache replicas of certain areas to show, yes, this is all legit, you could all make this. And I liked that. I liked how like you could use the scissors thing to cut them up and they'd come apart in pieces, or how you could burn them up or like make them all soggy and stuff. I liked how everything was made of paper. It was a really cool aesthetic to go with, and how that kind of tied into the way you would like things would be taken out and you'd put them back in, and how stuff was stuck down by stickers, and how like there was that one Toad who got folded 148 times. Like, I just enjoyed that element of it. I also love the music, but like no one doesn't love the music. I am really sick of going to like a YouTube video of a song from Sticker Star and you scroll to the comments and it's just full of people being like, great song, shit game. Like, why would you feel the need to say that? Like, this is for some people who enjoy the game and its music to be like, yeah, I like this song. And I remember when it played in this story segment, not for you to be like, oh, song is shit, the game is shit, but it didn't deserve the soundtrack, by the way. It's like, slag off. The other Paper Mario games had great soundtracks, especially Super. Super. Super is the best Paper Mario game by far. That's non-negotiable. But yeah, the whole like jazz soundtrack Sticker Star had, and how it explored it and used it in a lot of different ways was really great. To me, it made me appreciate the music in like a new dimension and look back at other games and their music and think about them in a different way. So that was another thing I really liked. And I've already mentioned I liked the humor. I also liked the way in the world there was very distinct areas that had like distinct elements to them, like how there was the haunted ghost mentioned, but it was in the snow area, and there was this great atmosphere coming up to it because there's like the howling wind, and then you walk up and go inside, and it's actually got really solid atmosphere. Oh, I forgot another valid criticism is the bosses. How unless you bring the right thing sticker for some of them, unless you've got the right thing, you're fucked. Like the Tower Power Pokey, if you don't bring the baseball bat, you're kind of screwed. That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it, which I understand this point is kind of reaching, but another way of looking at it is you can decide how tough these boss fights are. Like how in other RPGs, boss fights will have like elemental weaknesses, and you can just use spam Fireball on the plant boss and kill him in 3 turns. Or you can try and fight him in a different way for a more challenging experience. You could just like go up to Petey Piranha with the water gun and take him out easy, or you could try and fight him in a more interesting way. I also liked how each boss, it was the same bass song, but it was edited a bit for each boss encounter. That was great. And I wanted to bring specific attention to one boss fight, Kamek. I love how he just turns all your stickers into flip-flop stickers, which do less damage. It was like, the joke didn't stop being funny throughout the entire fight. It was like, oh, I better use my Mega Flash flip-flop sticker to really bring in the herd. And it also worked as like a detriment, because then, unless you remembered the order your stickers were in, you might end up using a really nice one accidentally, because you just see it as a flip-flop. That was something I enjoyed. I also enjoyed the game was self-aware of the ridiculous stuff, like when Bowser Jr. like yells out a spell or something, and to cut out a section of land, Kirsty's like, don't know what the hell he was yelling about. Anyway, let's fix this. I also like how Bowser was like driven insane by the power of the royal stickers. That was interesting to me just because like it explained why he was on such a whirlwind of destruction throughout the Mushroom Kingdom this time around. How it was just random acts of chaos. Also, and that also ties into the bosses, because like most of them aren't in direct service of Bowser anyway. They're just like the end of area bosses, for like the end of the 4-level stretch of an area. They're just a normal enemy that had one of the royal stickers land on them, and it gave them immense power. That was something else I really enjoyed, because after you beat them, you got like a little storybook segment about what they wanted at first, and how that one was distorted and turned into something destructive by the royal sticker. I also remember, I love how you can get the enemy's weapons by beating them in battle. Like you can get, got them, I forget the name of it, like, it's the same group as, like, clubbers. The dudes that, like, throw up spiked balls and throw them at you. You can get their spiked ball by beating them in a fight. The sombrero guys, you can get their sombrero, which I loved. The sombrero guys in general are great. The music in general is great, everything relating to it as well. But yeah, getting their sticker and stuff was really nice. And you see more of that in Color Splash, which I haven't played yet, which I'm also excited to hear about. Because it was enjoyable to me to be able to take their weapons and use it against others. The like puzzle elements of the game felt stronger than normal. Like there were a lot of like simple things that were able to bamboozle me. Like to get into the desert area, there's like a big door, and you've got to stick down a mushroom, a hammer, and it looks like it's 2 fire flowers, but the other one is an ice flower. And that's something you can get bamboozled by. And also, the way you have to go out of your way to find thing stickers allow them to put like little challenges and puzzles throughout the world, even in like peaceful areas and towns and stuff. Now, I'm trying to remember what other things people disliked about the game I agreed with, but there weren't many. It just seemed like the game had admitted flaws. It's not as good as the rest of the series, but it's not a bad game. It's fun, it's enjoyable. You can sit down and play it and have a good time if you stop clinging desperately to Thousand Year Door and refusing to enjoy any game that isn't Thousand Year Door. That was the only explanation I could think of to explain to me why people hated it so much when it was entirely inoffensive. It didn't do anything wrong. And then people act like when Color Splash was like similar, they're like, Paper Mario was ruined forever. It's garbage now. And it's just like, why are you so against the series showing any signs of change? I'm willing to bet most of those people are also the ones who think Super sucks because it isn't turn-based when Super is the best out of all. Yeah. Basically what I'm saying here is Sticker Star is fine, inoffensive, and enjoyable. It's not as good as the original or Thousand Year Door or Super, but it's still a good game and it's fun. And I would really appreciate if I could look at anything related to Paper Mario without someone taking the time to like, by the way, Sticker Star is abject garbage, and if you like it, fuck you. You suck. Because why would you go to a video of music from Paper Mario Sticker Star just to go and comment, the game sucks? Like, you're just spreading unwanted negativity, you're just being an asshole. That's my real point. Fuck the actual opinion about the game. Just stop going to videos about games you don't like, where people are enjoying it, and then being like, actually the game sucks, and you are all stupid. I don't go to like videos of music from Crash Bandicoot games and be like, oh, but Crash Bandicoot isn't good. Or go to videos of music from Sonic Adventure and be like, Sonic Adventure isn't good. Because I consider like they're having a good time. They don't want to have someone come in and say, yeah, your game sucks. They want to sit down and enjoy and relive good memories. I'm just gonna, to demonstrate, I'm listening to Sticker Star music right now to get me in the mood. And scrolling down to the comments, the first comment is one about the game sucking. The third comment is neutral, saying even if you hate the game, you gotta admit the music is good. The second comment was just, I've never heard this song intro. And let's see. Another comment about it saying the game sucks. Alright. That's actually a pretty better version than normal overall, but yeah. In the comments, and this is top comments, not all, I wonder if I just go to newest, there's gonna be more comments of people saying it sucks, but yeah. People keep saying the game sucks on videos about the game and people enjoying it. And it's just like, why? Let us enjoy our jazz, you piece of shit.